because it's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
Yeah,
he had all right to.
Yeah.
He's drunk. After all the scuffle, the shots ring out. Jazz is still standing next to me. I go out the side door. I see a guy across the street, Spanish guy, white T-shirt. Mind you, Jazz had on a red Coogee sweatshirt. Red Coogee sweatshirt, and there's a Spanish guy with a white T-shirt across the street letting off a black gun.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna go out that door. I go back out and went out the front door. I see Jazz. He's going about his business, trying to get away. He's walking up the street, like directly across from where the guy's shooting at. The guy, Spanish guy, still shooting a gun in the air. Shooting a gun in the air. As he stops shooting his gun, we all goes up the alleyway. As we walking up the alleyway, mind you, Jazz lives across the street from this bar pretty much. As we going up the alleyway.
So he lives close to Medina.
He lives right around the corner.
Wow. Okay. So
right
y'all heading home.
Heading home. So as we get outside, we hear the cops. I'm like, I know my man. He has his problems. He has his. I don't want him getting old. He's drunk. I don't want to have no altercation with the cops. So me and him walking ahead of the pack. Me and him. And a close friend of mine is behind us. He's like, yo, the cops coming. Get him in the house. He's drunk. Okay, I'm getting him in the house. We walking. As we walking, the cops bypass everyone. They bypass everyone. The cop driving, this cop running on foot. He catches up to us. He runs by me. He has said nothing. The cop get out of his car with his gun drawn automatically. So he points his gun at Jazz. He tells Jazz to stop. Jazz didn't stop. He kept walking. Never turned around, nothing. He kept walking. He just walked straight. As he got to the curb, they told him to stop. Next you know, shots rang out.
Now, the morning call is saying that he turned around.
He never turned around.
With a gun.
Man, I was the closest one to him, besides the cops. It was a guy behind me. I'm not going to give his name because he's not here. And Shady. It was to the right of me.
Okay.
So me and him was the closest one to the actual shooting.
Okay.
Jazz never turned around.
Well, now what about this gun they're talking about?
There was never a gun. There was never a gun shown.
There was never no gun.
There was never a gun.
Are you saying he didn't have a gun?
He didn't have a gun.
Are you sure he didn't have a gun?
We were searched before we came into
pretty
the
much,
bar. The bar's in front of a big blue light. What are these cameras here for?
True that. I didn't even mention that.
The cameras right there. What are the cameras
there's 2 security guards.
Come on.
And a police surveillance camera right there on the corner across the street from the graveyard.
We got searched before coming to the bar.
We got searched, pat it down. Everybody got searched and pat it down.
Females, males, everybody got searched in front of that big blue light that blink. Yeah, everybody got searched.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, now let's go from that point. Now, Mr. Sealer, you were also in the alleyway. Now let's get your point of view. Now, what do you remember about that? But right at the incident.
What I remember is him walking forward in the alleyway, and I'm walking up behind him. I'm not really that close behind him, but I can see him. He's ahead and he's going towards his house. Police pull up in the alleyway and ran out the car, already guns drawn. They told him to freeze twice. He didn't stop. He kept walking. He had his hands wagging. His hands was not like this. He gave them no intention that he was going to turn around and shoot. He was drunk. I mean, how do you expect a man to be? A man is drunk. He's it's his birthday. He's trying to go home. They told him to freeze twice. He didn't stop, and they shot him 3 times. He fell face first on the floor. So how the hell the man turned around to shoot? That doesn't make no sense.
That doesn't make no sense.
And the thing that kills me is after they shot him, I screamed his name out, and the cop turned around, put the gun in my face. He was scared. He had the gun in my face like this, told me to get on my knees. The man handcuffed me, didn't search me, didn't ask me no nothing. Had his knee on my back. Picked me up, threw me in the back of the car. I swear to God, I'm in the back of the car like this. Like, I can't believe I just seen what I seen. And I'm in the back of the car calling my girl. I got my hand like this. See, I got a long arm, so I could do that. I'm over here calling my girl like this. I still got my phone in my hand like, yo, man, I could have had a bomb on him. I could have blew both of us up on the way to the precinct. Like, and all that shows me, like, that's just straight fear. Like, I looked in this man's eyes, and that's straight fear.
Of them being scared, it was a guy actually killed prior to this earlier that day. I'm just with the cat out the bag. I carry legally. I've been stopped several occasions. And a couple cops out here know me for me carrying.
Okay.
When there's a new cop involved, he calls for backup, throws me in handcuffs, straight disrespects me. To the point where as though I feel as though I shouldn't carry. But on a cop that knows me, I don't even get handcuffed. They don't remove my gun. They be like, all right, Mr. Trader, go about your business. We just basically had a call and we stopped you was the first.
Now, when you say you carry legally, that means you have your papers and everything.
I have a permit and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me this then. Now you all are talking about. Now let's get back to Mr. Manuel Young or Jazz. And so now after that incident, what happened after that? I mean, no. Well, before we get to you, what happened after everything, the smoke cleared? Okay. The ambulance and everything. What happened?
Speaking of the ambulance didn't get there till like 15 minutes later.
Okay.
So after he got shot, they handcuffed him, slammed him on his back. They turned him over on his back where he was shot in his back, and pretty much it was really much like crowd control. Everybody was lost and whatnot. Everybody was screaming. They just it was pretty much chaos for a good like half hour.
Okay, and then what happened? And then what? Everybody just dispersed and
people dispersed. I went to the hospital to check on them, see what was going on.
And what did you find out?
They wasn't giving out no information whatsoever.
So you couldn't even do anything for him?
Couldn't even do anything. And to make matters worse, he was shot in front of his girl. She was in the window. She came downstairs to the front door and she seen him get shot.
So he was that close to his house. Where she could actually see everything that happened while he was heading home.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And again, you say there was no gun.
No gun.
And there was no certain turnaround, no anything like that.
No, he didn't turn around at all.
Okay. Now here you are. From your point of view, you're in a police car.
Yeah.
Okay. And all you did was say his name. They've got you handcuffed in the back of the car. You called your girl. Now what happened after that?
I'm calling everybody, and I called my man on the phone too, and I told him to come back to the scene. I made him drive back to the scene and ask the cops why they had me. And the cops told him that I wasn't being arrested, I was being detained. No cop wanted to answer no questions. I swear to God, I was handcuffed talking so much shit. I expected to get my ass whooped. I was really expecting that. Like, I didn't really care. Like, as soon as I got in the police car, I was running off the mouth. But everything that was coming out of my mouth was true, and the cop knew that. Even when I was brought into jail, they knew that. It was quiet. I was telling them all of them. This is quote. I said this to every cop. You guys are fucked. You know what you did. You shot my brother. You guys are fucked. All of you. You're some cowards. Y'all cowards. Yeah, none of y'all got nothing to say. Nobody knows why I'm here. Y'all just locked me up. I could have had a bomb on me. I could have blew this whole shit up, and nobody. And how y'all gonna explain that?
Now, the thing is, the reason why you said they were messed up was because you feel like they shot the wrong. First of all,
their procedures was all wrong.
Everything was wrong. Everything was wrong.
He got no command stop or shoot. He got usually when cops come upon a scene and if they even think they see a gun,
right.